Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to episode 132 of Mogg Monday, a show where we play goblins every single Monday. Last week, historic God Barrow's Gift. Check that one out if you missed it. But this week's special episode, I'm playing Commander with some of the pile drivers. Of course, my YouTube members and stream subs. I chose 3 lucky people out of a pool of about 25 who wanted to play. And we're going to play some Commander right now. Me playing Muxus. You'll see the rest. Check it out and enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you like this content. And like, comment, subscribe. Do our usual stuff. Let's rock and roll. Welcome to the first ever Pile Drivers Commander game. I am not really a Commander player. I will be full disclosure here. This is my 3rd time ever playing with this deck. Doing with like Pleasant Kenobi and I don't recall the time actually. I think it's Alias. But so we're here. We have randomly selected 3 lucky Pile Drivers to join me here. This is a bonus for the sponsor content I did from Dark Nemesis because you're all freaking awesome. And we're gonna go around the horn here. I am playing Muxus, of course. That's what we're going to do. Don't need to explain why. We'll go around the horn explaining who we are and what we're playing. So let's fire up Pedro.
Okay, yeah, my name is Pedro. I'm playing Chulane, Terror of Chaos. My goal is to just cast a bunch of creatures and ramp a lot. Really a lot. Hopefully my whole deck.
Hi, I'm Ilana pitched him on this. I'm BjornPrime on the Discord and on Twitch, and my commander is Gishath. I like to hit people and then get dinosaurs as a reward for doing so. So that will be my game plan.
I'm Moss Boss on here, better known as Ghostface on the Pile Drivers Discord. Today I will be playing Omnath, Locus of Rage, so plan is to put out a lot of lands and make some big dorks.
Sweet. Like we all have pretty solid things to do. Big dinosaurs, goblins, lands. I like it. All right, sweet. So we've already drawn our hands. We've already chosen who's going first, and looks like the dinosaurs are leading off. You draw a card when you first on your first turn multiplayer, right?
Yes.
So broken. So broken. Let's fire it up. Good luck to everyone.
Good luck.
Nice. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck.
All right. I will play Cinderblade. Comes in tapped, and then I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw. I'll play Stomping Ground, taking 2, and I will suspend a Search for Tomorrow. Pass.
Okay. All right. Let's draw for turn here. And play a nice white bordered mountain. And I think 2, 3. I'm just gonna pass the turn. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Untap, draw. I am going to play Flooded Strand and crack it.
Okay.
And pass. Just save time.
You're passing too, right? Okay.
Yes, to save time. Yeah. Sorry. Getting a hello pumping tap.
I'll untap. I will play a Rootbound Crag. I will cast Thunderherd Migration, revealing Idaro as an additional cost. And then I'm going to go find a Plains.
Sweet.
And that I'll search that up while everyone else takes their turn.
Sounds good.
Untap. Upkeep, Search for Tomorrow will tick down. Draw. I will play an Ancient Tomb as my land for the turn.
Nice.
I'm going to take 2 off of my Ancient Tomb to play one of Jim's favorite cards, Tireless Tracker.
Oh, I like it. I'm already jealous.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right, sweet. So, untap and draw. It's kind of fun. I can show my webcam the cards that I draw. So you guys can't see it. It's pretty cool. And all right, we're gonna go just play Mountain. And Tireless Tracker, man. Tireless Tracker's good. All right, I'm just gonna cast a Ruby Medallion. Unfortunately, I could not get a Tempest one, so I am a little bit classless. And then I'm good. Pass turn. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to untap, draw. I'm going to play a island and pass turn.
All Alright. I will not offer to have anyone cut my deck. Alright. Let's go with a... Yeah, I think we're gonna play another forest, and we're going to cast Sarkhan's Unsealing.
Ooh, okay. It's the big enchantment. Man, this click a card thing you show on the screen is freaking awesome. Like, aside from just being really, really cool, like it's great for what I'm recording right now, and I can show a card every time. It's awesome. I got that game night's production value, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Just a step down.
Yeah, maybe a step or two, you know? Listen, they have farts on their soundboard. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I passed the turn. That's up to top.
Okay. With that, upkeep, search for tomorrow will come off suspend, and I'll go search for a forest.
Yeah, Tower Striker's so good.
And I will trigger Tireless Tracker, get a clue.
Gotta get a Burnsy clue.
I do have to get a Burnsy clue. I have Zibby's food. I don't have a Burnsy clue, though.
That's good. Zibby's food is good, too.
Then draw for turn.
Next time we have to do like SCG and get all the branded stuff in place.
I'll play a Mountain as my land for the turn to get another clue. For 2 mana, I'm going to cast Rampant Growth to go find a forest, which will get me another clue. Tapped.
Man, cluing it up over here. Jeez.
2 off of my Ancient Tomb to cast a Burnished Heart.
Okay, that's the gets a 2-land thing, right?
Yep. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to attack Pedro for 3 with Tireless Tracker.
I'll take 3.
And I will pass the turn.
It tried its best. It got Savannah and then Crumble for Burnished Heart. So it's trying. It's trying. All right, it's all on tap. And draw for turn. There it is. You viewers out there. And then we got a turn here, folks. We got a turn here. Play Strip Mine. And then I'm trying to... My glare is kind of bad over here, unfortunately. But when it's Strip Mine...
I can't say anything, so don't worry about it.
I'm going to play a Mana Vault.
Oh boy.
Is that cool?
I read that.
I believe it.
I mean, just a Mana Vault, you know? Does that resolve?
I'm not worried about it.
No responses.
Alright, and then I'm going to do the thing I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to cast Muxus and attempt to say Daddy's Home. So we got cost reduction from the Rube Medallion and the Mana Vault. Cast Muxus! May I say Daddy's Home, please?
Yeah, no responses.
Daddy's Home?
Yeah, no responses.
Alright, Daddy's Home, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drum roll, please. Here we go. We got Castle Emberth, Mizium Mortars, Foundry Street Denizen. Oh man, this freaking sucks. This is a joke. All right, what is this? Come on. We got
Hey, Foundry Street Denizen's an awesome card.
Mizium Mortars, Icon of Ancestry, Remnant Ruins, Herald's Horn, Castle Emberth, and 1 Foundry Street Denizen. All right, yeah, that's gonna. That is not cool. That is not cool.
I'm not quite ready to cast something with 7 power yet and sweep things away. So
I guess I will pass the turn here. My home turf, Mux is letting me down.
Untap. Draw. It's not much, but Soaring.
So that's pretty good, right?
That's a pretty good one.
Into Ristic Study.
Okay.
Now do I pay
And
1?
Semi-Grove Chamber, bouncing the island.
Okay.
Pass.
Is that a foil Ristic Study?
No, it's a normal Ristic
Oh, it's not.
Study.
All right.
Just
Looks foil from here. You can lie if you want. It's cool. Yeah, it's super foil. It's like a mega foil.
Yes, it's a foil Ristic Study.
All right.
Everybody better be paying 1.
God, Mux is unbelievable. So mad.
I mean, I want to pay 1, but I also want to cast my spells.
True.
The Eternal Challenge.
So you can do both? Oh.
I don't have anything that gives me unlimited hand size, so I'm gonna have to discard.
How many cards you got in hand? Pedro, how many cards in hand?
Sorry. 6.
6, okay.
6.
Alright.
Ristic Study is kind of silly.
Then I think if we all work together, we can get it so that he only
Can overcome the struggle of heuristic study. I'm down.
It's for every spell, too? Jesus.
Every spell.
Okay. First off, I'm going to cycle Didaro, and I guess I have to shuffle that in. That's not ideal. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to cast a spell, and then I'm going to cast Runic Armasaur. I'm not going to pay for Heuristic Study.
Okay.
Shirk my social ability, and then I'm going to be cycling Didaro, but I'm out of mana, so I'll just resolve that while everyone else is going. And then I'll pass the turn.
It's an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability may draw a card. Okay.
Okay. Draw. Okay. So you're gonna. First, I'm going to cast Colony Heart Expedition.
Okay.
Pay 1.
I will pay 1. And then I'm going to take 2 off my Ancient Tomb to sacrifice my Burnished Heart to go get 2 basics. I'll get 2 mountains, which will trigger my Colony Heart Expedition twice.
Oh, they're going to
Putting
play?
2 counters on it. Yep.
Oh, wow. That's pretty sick.
Alright, and I also get 2 more clues.
Oh, so I draw off the Burnished.
Yep, you will draw off Burnished Heart. And then I will go to combat. Pedro, I think I gotta attack you for 3 again for that Heuristic Study.
That's fair. That's fair.
I drew 1 card from it. Come on.
You're also the
I
only
mean,
person.
1 card so far. Hasn't even been a turn cycle yet.
Alright, and then I will pass the turn.
Alright, so untap. I take 1 here from Mana Vault, right? I go minus here. Draw. Draw is that. Okay. That's alright, I guess. Alright. Very, very unhappy right now. Very, very unhappy with my Muxus state of things. Armasaur, Heuristic Study, we got Tracker, the Kalani Heart. Doesn't really do a ton. Alright, I'll play Nykthos. 2-5, huh? 2, 3. I'm going to start by 3. This can make 3 red. It's not quite there. I'll tap a red. And I'll cast a Mogg Marshal. And play with the token in. So 2 triggers.
Pay 1.
No. Just draw your damn card. Why can't it be like Esper Sentinel where it's only once, you know? That'd be reasonable at least. Alright, and then
Well, hopefully I draw as percent though, sure.
Alright, and then we'll make it's like not good. That's 3. I'm going to I guess I'll make 3 red with Nykthos.
Let's make 4, isn't it? Because you have the Mogwar Marshal.
Oh, it's 4. I'm sorry, you're right. So 4 red. I'm going to use 2 and cycle Gem Bomb Incinerator, targeting the Tireless Tracker.
My Tireless Tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did some work. Got me 5 clues.
Yeah, it's done a pretty good job. So if that's cool with everyone, I'll draw for the cycling.
Yep.
I mean, I'd prefer it if you didn't, but.
All right, and I have 2 left over. I'm going to play a Grenzo Havoc Reezer.
Pay 1.
Nope.
Thank you.
All right, and then I think I need to attack the Soul Ring Ristic Study player. As much as I like to attack, I'm pretty scared of the Omnath stuff going on down there. It's a lot of lands, a lot of clues, but Ristic Study is really freaking annoying. So I will attack. The Denizen is currently +3, so it's 4, and then the Muxus is +4, so we have 8. It's 12 total.
I'll take 12.
And then there's commander damage. I don't know how to do that. If you can do that.
How much is the commander damage?
8.
Doesn't Grenzo also trigger now?
I got
Hold on. Under control, control this damage to a player. Choose one. Oh, yeah, yes, it does. Goad or exile top card of that player's library to end turn may cast the card. Alright, so Goad means to force an attack, correct?
Yes.
And it has to attack you or just attack in general?
It has to anybody except for the person who goaded the creature. So if you're goading a creature, the creatures cannot attack you.
Alright, so I'll go the only creature in play with 2/5.
Oh no, it can't. It has to be it's a creature that player controls.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess I never read that card before. Sure. So no goading. Just take a bunch of damage, and then I will pass the turn. Still pretty sad about that Muxus.
Okay. Untap.
So do those cards
Draw.
get exiled then? But they just don't get. You can't cast them.
Yeah, just exile forever face down, I believe. Or they might be face up.
Oh yeah, I guess I should be exiling instead, right? So whenever creature you control the counter damage player, choose one. Oh, so I can just exile the top 2 cards of your library then. So I'll do that. I'm sorry. Did you already draw? Pedro?
Yes.
All right, whatever. I missed it. It's fine. Sure. So
what would you like to do? This is the card I drew.
all right, so exile your top 2 cards. So I can't play them, but they're exiled. So if it's something good, I guess whatever.
Would you like to see them? Or do they exile face up? Or face down?
Top card library. Yep, face up. So we got
So Island and Beast Within.
and Beast Within. Okay. All right.
Okay. Then I go on tap, draw. I mean, I guess I just gotta play a creature and try to see if I can survive because everyone's attacking me. So
Cards.
I don't play a lot of
I
Commander,
see.
but I imagine Ristic Study has that effect on people, right?
Yes.
Very much.
Yeah.
Even more so on Moto, because just the triggers.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
It's incessant.
okay,
Like.
Sarkhan's Unsealing deals so much damage. Like
That's
we might die
true.
next turn. Levels of damage, but I don't see anyone attacking him. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I couldn't attack him. He had a 2/5 to my 3/2.
Yeah, it was a 2/5.
Just-
I guess Muxus could have gone there, but. All right. So what do
Also,
you?
this is
Good,
like-
see?
In one turn, what I can do with the Sargon's Unsealing is basically just like wipe the board and do a little bit of damage to someone. It's like it's not. I mean, at least with this,
I've seen it go
really
up.
good things.
I'm sure there is a way to break it, but personally, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm playing Aesi, Tyrant of the Gyre Strait, so I can play an additional land on each of my turns. And when I land ETBs, I draw a card. So I'm going to play Temple of the False God for my second land.
This card's unreal. What the hell card is
And I'm
this?
going to Draw.
This is just a commander card.
Yes, sadly I only have 4 lands, so Temple is not yet active. So I'm
From
going
the
to
call time
discard.
precon, I believe.
That card's crazy.
I have 8 cards in hand, so I am going to discard. Tricky. Return of the Wild Speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Great. Untap. Okay, let's see.
I feel like this game's getting very scary.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Like.
I'll play a Temple of Plenty. Scry 1.
Yep.
I'll keep that on top. Then I will play a Thrashing Brontodon.
LeBron James.
I can get rid of the Ristic Study.
Yeah, and I'm going to pay the 1, and then I'm going to pay
Oh.
another 1, and I'm going to sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon to destroy the Ristic Study.
All right, you've made a friend, I guess. Although the Sargon's
saving your life, Pedro.
The Sargon's still going to kill my ship probably, but.
I mean, I'm sad, but I guess I drew like a couple cards, and that's good enough.
Just a couple cards for 3 mana.
Yeah, it was 3 mana draw 4, right?
Yeah, 3 mana draw 4.
That's pretty good.
You got to ask people if they were paying the 1 a lot. I think that's part of the appeal, right?
It's very gratifying.
Well, in a sense, it also caused me like 13, 14 damage or something.
Sure.
I'm gonna pass the turn then. I think.
Life's a resource, Pedro.
No, 18 damage, because 18 damage. So
Upkeep.
I don't think it was worth it.
Right. 2, 4, 7. I'll take 2 off my Ancient Tomb. I'm going to cast my commander, Omnath, Locus of Rage. Sorry, viewers at home, I know you can't really see that.
I got it up on the screen, it's alright.
I'm going to play a Forest, causing 2 triggers, so I would get a 5/5 elemental off Omnath, and then Colony Heart Expedition will trigger, and then I will sacrifice it to go get 2 more basics.
Yeah, it's popping
Yeah,
off
the
a
other thing
little bit.
about unsealing is your elementals are all 5/5s.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Muxus is a 4/4.
Forest and a mountain, getting 2 more elementals. Alright, and then I think that's enough for this turn. I'll pass.
Alright, so on tap. I'll take 1 on Mana Vault and draw. Alright, and I'm at 38. Alright, so there are now 1,000,000 5/5s in play. Sargent's Unsealing. I think it's a 6/6. That Simic card, right?
It's a 5/5.
5/5. Okay. All right. I guess we're gonna start off with Nykthosing. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, I'm gonna Nykthos. All right. So Nykthos makes 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. So 6 red in the pool. We can do.
Did you pay Echo on the War Marshal?
Oh, I didn't. You're right. Good catch. Good catch. So 5 in the pool. 5 in the pool and trigger on the Denizen. So 5 red. And we'll start with a Ringleader. So this is going to cost 3. This goes at 2 red floating. Is that cool with everyone?
Yep.
Top 4. We got Jeweled Amulet, Brightstone Ritual, Mountain. It's funny. So before we started, for all you viewers at home, I said we're going to keep the language PG-13 here, but I might need to break that rule. So Mux has got me 1 card. Ringleader gets me 0 cards, and I am very, very unhappy. 2 red floating. So this is Summoning Sick. Oh man, unbelievable on my own television show. All right, so 3. Use my mana. 2, 3. It's 3. It's 5. That's 5. Right now, so I have plus. This is a 3/1 right now. It's a 4/1. All right, so I'm gonna play Goblin Chain Whirler with the remaining mana. So everything takes 1. And then so everyone takes 1, and then I'm going to move to combat, and we're gonna party hard. I'm gonna send the Denizen, the Muxus. I can split attacks too, right? So we'll go. Denizen and Muxus are going to go towards the Sun's Avatar. Ringleader, Grenzo. I'm going to leave one of these home. Ringleader and Grenzo will go to... Oh, actually, no. They're all going to... Nope, never mind. I'm sorry, just these 2. These 2 will go to the Sun's Avatar. Over there. That's Bjorn.
Okay, so the denizen right now is a...
It's a 4/1. You have a 4/1, and then Muxus is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Muxus is 10/10.
Okay. Well... Yeah, I think we're gonna block Muxus with the Armasaur here.
Okay. All right. So you take 4.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn, I guess. Very, very sad.
Grenzo trigger.
All right, Grenzo. Sorry. So I will exile the top card of your library. And what was it?
It was
Acid Moss.
Acid
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'll start by playing Otawara, Soaring City, and drawing a card from Aisi.
So you can pick your cards up fine, but my elemental tokens are apparently cryptolith fragments.
Oh, wait. Almost showed my hand. Tricky. I'll play Chulane.
Okay. Guess we should draw a card.
Whenever I play a creature spell, I can draw a card and put a land into play.
That is pretty sick.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's a shame that my lands are not really helping me right now. I'm going to play Lightning Greaves and equip Chulane.
Okay.
I'm assuming no responses, of course.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nothing from me.
And yeah, I think I'll just hang back and block because everyone's attacking a lot. Last turn.
Chulane's a 2/5?
2/4.
2/4. Okay.
So 2/4 and 5/5.
Alright,
What's the
I will
cost
draw.
on this guy? 8.
Unclaimed territory, I will name Dinosaur. Then we're gonna play a Kinjali's Sunwing.
Okay.
Sunwing.
And so creatures my opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
Alright.
And then pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 2 to sacrifice a clue down to 4 and draw a card. And then I will untap. And draw. Back and draw my cards. Okay.
And Omnath is really good.
I told you it's the best Omnath they've printed. Who needs 4-color Omnath? I will play. I'm gonna pay 6. I'm going to play a Warstorm Surge. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can have it deal damage equal to its power to target creature or player.
Anyone have a way to deal with Omnath? Because if so, I suggest we do that.
Unfortunately, my cards have not given me anything, so I've got not much, unfortunately.
Okay, I have a way of dealing with what's happening right there, but I don't want to. I'd like to broker a deal instead.
Well,
like to broker a deal?
I would suggest that you could perhaps redeem yourself for the Ristic study.
You're in debt.
I'm just saying, just don't send the
We
triggers
may take
my way for one turn
replaced.
cycle. So until your
Don't
next
send the
turn.
elementals for you for one turn cycle.
Don't send like damage my way for one turn cycle.
Don't send damage your way for one turn cycle.
There's going to be a lot of damage.
And in return, I'm getting what again?
I am not countering your spell and not bouncing on that. Keep in mind, I have precisely 2 blue floating.
2 blue in the pool. Okay.
I think he's lying. You should attack him.
Here's my question. How far are you willing to go with this? Would you protect Omnath if I killed it?
No.
Are
I
you
don't have a way
going
of
to
doing that.
interfere with my board on your turn if I leave you alone?
Not on my turn, no.
Not on your turn, but from other people's turns? Maybe a Cyclonic Rift?
Do you want me to not interfere with your board? Sure, I can do that.
Okay, so 1 turn of immunity for 1 turn of immunity?
Yeah, let's not deal with each other for 1 turn cycle.
Okay, sure.
Give him Monopoly vibes here.
I will cast Struggle, targeting Omnath, for Storm Surge on the stack.
Okay. I'm going to cast a Farseek.
Well, so, wait, Surge is on the stack, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Warstorm Surge is on the stack.
Yes. So I'm casting Struggle, which deals damage equal to the target creature equal to the number of lands that I control, which is 7.
7.
Okay.
My recollection.
How big's Omnath? 5'5"? All right.
Sure. So Omnath will take 7, and I will bolt the Kinjali Sunwing off the Omnath death trigger.
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
For the table.
I don't feel like I want to give the Chulane player extra cards, so I'm not going to do this. I think I will. I am going to go to combat, and I will attack Sun's Avatar for 10 with my 2 elementals.
Yep. I have no effects.
Okay.
We can't block for each other, right?
No, we cannot.
Okay.
And
I wouldn't if given the option. I'm just curious, you know.
I appreciate it.
I am just going to. I'll buy a little goodwill with the table. How about I'll pay 3. Might come back to bite me, but I'll play Horn of Greed.
Okay.
So whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card.
And that only counts for the land play for your turn, right? Not like enters the battlefield.
It's just when you play a land. So cards that search lands into play does not trigger Horn of Greed.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn to Jim.
All right.
Yeah, so Chulane won't help me draw extra cards with one.
Correct, because you are putting a land, not playing it.
Yes.
If you have like an Oracle Moldiah, though, that would count, right? Because you're playing a land.
That does count,
Yes.
yes, because you're playing that.
All right, so take 1 for the Mana Vault, draw for turn. And... Hi. All right.
A lot of stuff going on.
25, 20... Muxus. Let's get into Conic. Renzo triggers for each creature that deals damage, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So we got a 5/5 on defense for Omnath. We have a 5/5 and a 2/4 on defense for Pedro, and nothing on defense for Bjorn. And that Sarkhan's Unsealing next turn will wipe the board, in theory. So Bjorn, we are not friends right now. That's the Arkansas Unsealing. You have any land plays your commander, which kills everything. So, I think we're coming your way. And it might be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do like 4.
He has taken 10 Muxus damage.
You could kill me
Nope.
with Muxus.
Muxus was chumped. The turn attacked.
Oh, yep, that's correct.
Yeah,
Armor sword chumped.
All right, so
But I would like to emphasize that I have had ways to kill Muxus that I have declined to take.
because you're gonna kill it later, like once you unseal, I lose everything. So, all right, 2, 3. I'm going to start by using Nykthos. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana in the pool. I will use 4 of it, and I will cast Skirk Fire Marshal.
Okay.
Bring that one up on the screen. Any effects, anyone?
It's a pretty old card. What does it do again?
Okay, so it is a you see this? Focus. It's a 5 mana 2/2 with pro red. I tap 5 untapped goblins. I deal 10 damage to everything. Sorry, it's not focusing.
Oh, creatures and players?
Creatures and players?
Yep, each creature, each player.
Damn.
You
No
just want to
response.
support your stuff. This is
No responses.
board wiping greed. That's what this is.
I think it resolves. They want you to wipe the board now.
All right.
Resolves. I'd personally wait until Gishath gets played.
No, Gishath. When I cast if I cast Gishath, let's say, because I don't want to say
it's
that
a
I
cast
necessarily
trigger.
It's a cast trigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there aren't going to be 5 goblins around.
Okay.
All right. And then we're gonna party time. Maybe I should have I guess it's. Yeah, I should have waited. Actually, that was stupid. It's like that was the mana. Whatever. Sure. I'm gonna attack you, Bjorn, with all 3 of these. So, I'm sorry. This is now 2. Yeah, with this. So we have Muxus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
And so it's 15. I'm sorry. What?
Technically, the Skirk Fire Marshal will survive since it's got protection from red.
Right.
Okay.
So take 15?
Yep.
Okay. And then the Muxus damage is also 11, if that matters. So you're at 10?
Well, you're going to activate the Fire Marshal and kill me.
Well, not yet. But so I right now I have you dead if I want you dead. So you work for me now. You work for me now. If that's how commander's supposed to work, right?
You'll let him talk to you like that, Bjorn?
I mean, I've been working for the table. I've been working for other people this whole game. I blew up the Ristic study. This is only what I deserve, obviously.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. Draw. I am going to play. I have my Cradle of Growth, so all lands are forest now.
Thank you.
This triggers Iasi and Horn of Greed, so I draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Yep.
I will then play Command Tower for my second landfall for Iasi. Again, this will draw me 2 cards. I will cast Incubation Druid with Colorless Floating.
Okay.
This will trigger Chulane. I'm going to draw. And then put Plains into play.
Pedro's drawn a few cards over there.
Yeah, that's a lot of card draw.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. I'm going to cast the Great Henge.
Yeah. That is a great hinge.
Oh, this is really better.
Oh, the top 3 cards of my library should also be exiled. But...
Yeah, I realized that I forgot. If you want to exile them, you can exile them, I guess. Sure. What?
Why not?
Sure. What are they?
I'm gonna die. I'll show off a few more cards.
I will then play Solemn Simulacrum.
Old school.
The triggered Chulane. I draw a card.
Little sad robot.
I put a planes into play. Chulane ETBs. I'm going to draw a card. Put a counter. And then I search for a basic. I'm going to search for an island. Tap. And everyone is pretty scary, so I'm going to play Ghostly Prison.
Okay.
Which gives me 2 life from the Great Henge. We have 7 cards in hand, and maybe I have attacks. You know what? I am not here to create enemies. I will pass.
All right. So I would recommend not activating Sargon's Unsealing for the 3rd ability.
Yeah.
May?
Oh, I don't have. It's not a May.
It's not a May?
We opened this too. Something's got to come out.
Well, you can not cast a 7-power creature, right?
I mean, in my deck, that does substantially limit my options.
Fair.
This is true. Dinosaurs aren't known for their small stature.
Yeah. Alright. I tried to accumulate goodwill. I tried to protect some things. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna cast Trapjaw Tyrant.
Trapjaw Tyrant. Enrage, or self damage. Okay.
That will trigger the unsealing on the 1st level.
Which is again?
Which is 4 damage to any target.
Okay.
So,
perhaps the player that just drew 6 cards or more.
Well, the problem is that Chulane is currently hexproof, right?
Shroud, Lightning Greaves.
Shroud. Okay.
You said it could go to anywhere though, right? So it could go face.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what my highest leverage use is, though.
Definitely got some options.
I mean, you can always go face on Pedro. Can't kill the creatures that are important, but...
You could kill Solemn Simulacrum or Incubation Druid with teleport.
Killing Solemn's pretty tempting.
That's a deal if I ever heard one.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's see. I think I'm gonna target... Alright, well, okay. I'm going to target one of those Goblin tokens.
Goblin.
I mean, you're gonna seal your doom here. I'm gonna pop it.
Alright.
Alright, so you're targeting Goblin token?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll activate the Skirk Fire Marshal, so I will deal 10 damage to everything. Every player and each creature.
Alright. That on the stack, I'm going to cycle Titanoth Rex.
Cycle the big living end dinosaur, right? The level
it's the big one that gives you... it puts a trample counter on a
sure.
creature. So, who wants a trample counter? No, I will, let's see.
Only one creature is surviving this. I don't think I'm gonna give it a trample counter.
I think I will. I'll give Skirk Fire Marshal a trample counter.
There it is!
Wow.
Alright.
Okay, so resolves?
I'll take that.
Okay, so all the stuff dies.
19.
Shitter. So Muxus goes over here with the counter on it, with the dice on it or whatever. So it's now. Is it die on 1 or die on 2? Because it costs 2 more.
You
Costs. It's up to
usually
you.
put
It's
one.
usually
whatever
That's
help
the
you
number of
remember.
times that you
Okay.
cast. Yeah. Solemn dies. I draw a card.
And the Marshal has a trample counter on it.
Yeah.
Can't jump
Gives
like
me
that
some
anymore.
space.
And then it's my turn, I guess.
Everyone's like 10 too, right?
Oh yes.
I guess before Chulane dies, I'm gonna take 2 off my tomb and draw a card off a cracked clue.
So we have 12, 17, 27, 0.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Punch up. Okay. Draw. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I'm going to pay 9, taking 2 off my Ancient Tomb. And I will recast Omnath, Locus of Rage.
Okay.
I have a Warstorm Surge trigger. I'm just going to deal 5 to Jim's face, I suppose.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to play...
Is that commander damage or no?
Farseek. No, it's not. It's... no. Commander damage is only combat damage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I'm going to Farseek, going to find a mountain. That's going to trigger Omnath. I'm going to get another 5/5, which I will deal another 5 to Jim's face, I suppose.
All right, down to 17.
And then that's my turn.
All right, so one tap. I will go to 16 off my mana vault. I will draw for turn. And let's see if we can do a little better, hopefully. I am going to pay 2 mana and cast a Seething Song.
Okay.
Good. So I have 5 in the pool. And then 6, 7. I will cast Muxus again.
All right.
That cool with everyone?
Yes.
Can't be worse than the last one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you say that now, Jim.
I know, right?
You can always get all lands.
Definitely all lands this time, 100%. I just locked it in. So we've got Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker,
Oh no.
Oh,
Myriad Landscape, Imperial Recruiter, not quite, Wily Goblin, Mountain, Barbarian Ring. So only 2, but a good one. So we get Kiki and Wily Goblin. These go on the bottom. I get a treasure token. I don't actually have one of those, so we'll just do the back of this, I guess. And it's kind of annoying, honestly.
copy your Wily Goblin and get another treasure token, Jim.
I can do that, yeah. I might actually... I
single
think that's where we're
time.
going to go, actually. I'm going to... I'm going to make a copy of Wily Goblin. Get a treasure. And then I'm going to attack Pedro and pay it 2 with treasures.
Paying 2. Okay. So how big is?
3/3.
3/3. So I take 3 damage.
Yep.
I see. So you're putting me into the 10 damage range.
Yep. And I will pass the turn. I feel like I'm probably just going to die to Omnath, but it's okay.
Fine line to toe against
Yeah.
Skirk Fire Marshal.
Yeah, I wish we had hit one more goblin there so we could have the martial law ready to rock and roll, but a little short.
I feel like I am almost dying every single turn. So
With Omnath out, the what is it?
It's bolt for every elemental
it's
bind.
bolt for every elemental, so the sweep is like
I think mana could have Psych Rift.
Now, if Muxus is bounced to my hand, it obviously just costs 6, right?
Playing a land?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
if it is
Okay.
bounced, it just costs 6.
Oh, I didn't like pass the turn or whatever. How many cards you got in hand, Pedro? Like 10?
Currently 8.
8? Okay.
I've been playing them.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of things are going to happen. I'm going to put my hand down. I imagine a lot of stuff's happening this turn.
Not many things don't kill me right now.
Just saying, we could all go to 10 or below and all go out in a blaze of glory.
That is true.
I
I
might
can
do
recommend
that.
it personally. I can
I
recommend.
might do that. I might put Jim below 10 just so he can use the
So you
prospect.
can't
The
fire marshal.
Fire Marshal, that's the one. Yes.
Ghostface, how many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 4 currently.
You have 4, and like what's that? 4 clues?
3 clues.
3 clues. How many lands in play? Like a lot.
That's a good question. I've got 11 lands in play.
Yes. So I'm casting Okatra.
Okay.
I'm putting a
Good
+1/+1 counter from the Great Henge, and then I draw a card.
Did you play a land this turn?
Yes, Dreamroot Cascade.
Did you draw a card off Port of Great?
Oh yes, thank you. I forgot it was Steven's Light.
I mean, I don't think you need it, but you already got a grip full over there. But you know,
Keep in mind that he does still have the life gain.
Yes, I have the colorless floating. I have a green. I'm gonna cast Elvish Mystic.
Humble.
God Eternal Catra triggers. I'm going to get a zombie. Where are my zombies?
Makes it 4/4, right?
4/4 with vigilance.
Okay.
Yes. I don't have the 4/4 zombie, but I have a choo-choo zombie. So I'm
Sure.
just gonna use that and put a 4 on it. And then Great Henge, draw.
Off the Elvish Mystic. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta do it. Cyclonic Rift.
So this bounces all opponents' things, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye,
1, 2,
trample counter.
My clues
3.
are gone.
4,
Feeling a
5,
little
6,
behind in the land count here.
7.
Omnath's in my hand.
I'm going to equip the Greaves to Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Windborn Muse. Triggers, I get a second zombie. I also draw and put a counter. I'm going to move the Greaves to God Eternal Catra. And I am going to swing at Jim for
Take 4.
8 damage.
8? Oh, it's double strike?
Yeah, it's a 4/7 double strike.
Alright, I'm an 8.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
So if you try any shenanigans with the card, you also die. Oh, and I gain 2 life for the...
Right, yeah, you get to the
Puts
henge.
me at 11.
That's a very important 2 life.
It really is.
3.
11 lands, 12 mana.
Oh, and I forgot. I have 8 cards in hand, so I'm going to discard a forest.
Sure.
Okay. Well, it's not as impressive at what Pedro is doing over there, but it's all right. 4, 8. I'm going to play out Liege of the Tangle.
What's that one do?
Which is an 8/8 for 8 with trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can choose any number of target lands I control and put an awakening counter on them. Each land with an awakening counter is an 8/8 elemental for as long as the counter is on it.
Okay. So, oh no, to a player. Got it.
Right, and then I will pay 1. I'll play a Dragon Master Outcast.
Okay.
And I think... Oh, what do you have on board right now, Pedro?
Yeah, sorry. I have an Elvish Mystic, in terms of creatures, Elvish Mystic, Goretron Catra, 2 4/4 tokens, and a Windborn Muse.
Okay.
I also have a Ghostly Prism, Lightning Greaves, Soaring, the Great Henge, and Lance.
Okay. I think it's a 2. I'm going to take 2 off my Ancient Tomb to play Valakut Exploration. This has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I exile the top card of my library, and I can play that card for as long as it remains exiled. And at the beginning of my end step, if there are exiled cards with Valakut Exploration, I put them into my graveyard, and each of you take a damage for each card exiled. And then I will pass the turn.
All right. My lonely 4 lands here. Draw.
Oh, I have Mana Vault in your hand, so...
Oh, I know. I think we're gonna sound the helms in the deep one last time here with Muxus and hope we hit a miracle. So,
I mean, 6 goblins off the top this time.
Let's see. So if I were to, it'd be just 1 second. Yeah, it's 3. That's 1. I can do 3. It's 3, 2. That's not enough. So yeah, I can't play Mana Vault and Ruby Medallion and Muxus, so I think it's just Muxus. All right.
Wait. Can't you? Isn't Muxus 6 and Ruby Medallion 2?
Yeah. So I mean, Mana Vault, I would float 1. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I counted it twice. So Strip Mine, Mana Vault, Medallion floating 1, and then I have the 5 mana total. Yep. So play Medallion. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Muxus, Daddy's home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. This has got to be pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't hit Skirt Fire Marshal. Mountain. Beetleback Chief. That was pretty good. Mountain. Goblin Lackey. All right, come on. Goblin Chiefs in here, please. Crater Maker. Wasteland. I don't think that's good enough. All right, so I get 2 goblins for the Beetleback Chief, and I believe that is all I can do, so I am passing the turn. And I imagine things are not going to go well for me here.
Hopefully not. Okay. Untap. Draw. So many blockers. Oh my god.
Goblins are swarming.
They're trying.
Right.
I guess I gotta play Flyers. Mode Drifter.
That's a good one.
Good one, I hear.
Okay, so ETB, well, cast trigger, I get another zombie.
Mm-hmm.
ETB, I draw 2. I put a counter, and then I draw 1 more. How many blockers do you have?
Me?
Ghostface.
I have a Dragon Master Outcast and a Liege of the Tangle right now.
So 2 blockers.
Yep.
Can I close this? That's the question. I have to try. Uvenwald Odyssey.
It's Haster. Okay.
I think that works. +1/+1 counter.
Yep.
Draw. Create a zombie.
You gain 2.
Oh, yes.
That's your 13.
Very easy trigger to forget.
Yeah, you got a few triggers going off, each turn,
Okay, I'm going to flip Uvenwald Odyssey by paying 7. So.
Okay. Which makes it an 8/8.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's almost on my length. A pile here. Yeah, so let me do the flip. It's an 8/8. It gives +1/+1 haste and trample to all my other creatures.
Okay.
I will play a land for turn, it's a Plains. And I will play yet another attacker. It's a Leaf King Druid.
Okay.
So trigger, create another zombie, draw, and put a +1/+1 counter.
I think we're dead.
I'm not going to do the math. I'm just gonna hope this is enough.
I mean, you have 4 4/4s, a double striker, a 3/3 flyer, an 8/8 trample, another 3 power flyer. This has to be more than enough.
That is true. They all have haste. So
yeah, because
Jim.
See what happens.
Jim, I have a 2 4/4 flyers.
Yep.
Coming your way. And Ghostface, I'm gonna have 5 5/5 zombies. And 1 5/8 double strike Bacatra and a 9/9 Uvenwald Behemoth going your way.
They all have trample.
Yeah.
Trample and haste and +1/+1. So, but I gave you the powers with +1/+1.
Yeah, I think that's me dead.
Yeah, I think that's it. All right, Bant takes it down. Muxus let me down that game. I don't know. That first Muxus was the spelling of doom. Skirt Fire Marshal is really, really cool though. This card's really fun.
Yeah.
That was cool. I didn't know that. I did not know that existed.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's obviously a really weird card. In Onslaught, that was like one of the first sets I ever played with. Each tribe or each color had like a 5 mana tap 5 of your tribe to do something big card. I don't really recall the rest of them, honestly. The elf one made something or others. I don't remember exactly. But
wasn't it like druids, like tap 5 druids or something?
I don't remember honestly. But 10 damage obviously is a really fun one. It definitely drew some games in limited with this card for sure. So, well, awesome. Good game, everyone. Thanks so much for playing. I really appreciate that. And then I'll do my YouTube sign up, I guess, afterwards. So we'll stop recording.